What's up, everybody? It's me, Johnny G, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are welcome to Delicious on Terra, which is the crossover event between Arknights and Delicious in Dungeon, or Dungeon Meshi, which is a popular manga and anime series. And I'm excited because it's one of those things where anytime they do these crossover events, they're limited operators, which you never know if these events are going to come back in any capacity in the future, and to get the operators and things that come with it. Now, there is a banner with 3 of them on it, as well as there is 1 operator that you'll be able to get in the collaboration event. So that's exciting. Now, as far as my knowledge on Delicious in Dungeon, I've seen clips, I've seen bits and pieces and things online, I've heard about it, I've seen cosplay, but I haven't actually gotten to watch it other than like the first 2 episodes. So I don't know a whole lot about it as far as things go. So that's something that I'm working on. I'll get there eventually, but I'm still excited because, well, it's Arknights, and it is also something that, again, I will get to, I will watch it, I will read it, so on and so forth. But I hope you guys are as excited as I am to dive into another event. First things first, we're going to jump in and we're going to do some pulls on the banner because they do give a free 10 pull certificate specifically for it, as well as there's other rewards to collect daily as you log in. But there's also some pulls and things that I have saved that we'll use towards it and see if we can't get all the characters. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, here we go. Collect our daily stuff. I didn't do my daily logins yet on this account. Let's see, there's all this stuff daily that you'll be able to get, some furniture stuff. Day 8 is another 10 pull certificate. So generously, they're giving 2 of those out, which is pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and see what we can get. And then as far as maintenance compensation, we got 50 sanity and 500 Arundum. Can't complain about that. Let's go ahead and jump into our headhunting to kick things right off. So we have Leos, Chochuk, and Marcel, and then in the event, once you complete the 4th stage, you'll get Senshi as your operator. So Senshi, I believe, is, yeah, Senshi, Chochuk, and Leos are all 5-star. Marcel is the 6-star. So 120 attempts guaranteed once only to get her. So that's kind of interesting, whereas the last couple I think were 150 for a specific operator, but let's see what we get. Well, we got a 5 right off the bat, at least 1 at the very end.
My code name is Beagle. I know I didn't do very well on my assessment.
Now, another thing interesting is they did note that the Delicious on Terra operators are only going to have their Japanese voices, so that's one thing.
Excuse me, is this the office of the doctor? I've been looking for the place quite a while, and it'd be really appreciated.
Okay, come on, Vigna. This is number 5, which is catapult. A lot of 3s.
Reporting in. Hey, I can tell you're hella different from that stuffy
old
bit. I mean,
6 is popcorn. Be cool if we at least get 1 of them in this first 10 pull.
I'm sorry, my team.
Show me your
Midnight.
Smile, my esteemed customer.
Happiness is at arm's reach when you're by my side. Midnight at your service. 7,
nice
perfumer.
I'm Lena.
I think 7, 7 or 8, something like that.
Job, right?
Show me your
Midnight again.
Smile, my esteemed customer.
Let's have a drinking party
Happiness
tonight.
Is at arm's reach when you're by my side.
Here's our 5. It's Leos! Let's go. I noticed you're interested in cooking monsters too, aren't you? I have sandworm and needlefly meatballs here. Do you want to try some? I think I'm good, buddy. I think I'm good. You can keep those. You can keep them. Have fun with that. Let's go ahead and use a little bit here and continue. 4s only. We'll keep pulling. More 5. Let's see. Second one in. Okay. Jessica.
Doctor? Nice to meet you.
Yes. All right, be cool if we get Chocha. And we do! Let's go! I've read through the contract. The terms all look solid, and so do the benefits. If you could pay me up front, I'll be glad to work with you. I'm being blunt here for good reason. It benefits us all that we hash this out in advance, doesn't it? Okay. I like that. All right. So that's those two. Let me go check the certificates real quick, because I have 5 of these here, but I want to see if I have enough stuff to get more. I don't think I do, but... see, I'm close to the 120. So I'll have to continue pulling, and then I could get 2 more 10 pulls there, which will be nice. But let's go ahead and continue. More 5s. Okay. I'm getting lots of 4s here too, which is nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4s. Those will help to get our certificates and stuff up there. There's a 6. It'd be cool if we cleared it out right now and we were done.
Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
Shaw.
I am Shaw of the Lugman Fire Department, reporting for duty.
Okay. Another Laos. I did the same thing on my other account. I got 2 of him. I got 1 of Chilchuck. And I do have Senshi now because I did get halfway through the event playing a little bit earlier.
My team and I will
But
do our best to
I didn't get Marcel yet.
Hola, Doctor.
Indigo.
My name is Aria.
Aria.
Sorry, I mean Indigo. I used to be a lighthouse.
Nice to meet you,
Perfumer.
Doctor. I'm Lena, the perfumer. Interesting job, right?
Jessica again.
Doctor?
Should be getting close here.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jessica.
A nostalgic place.
Oh man, see, actually
As for
that
this
happened to
commission
me
of
as
yours,
well on my
I
other
trust we
account.
can both
I
set
pulled
aside its
2
details
6
for a
stars
moment.
throughout the pulls that I had, and I ended up
Nice to
getting
meet you, Doctor. I'm
Typhon
Lena, the
and
perfumer.
Viviana, which I already had
Interesting
both, so it was
job, right?
just, you know, additional potential for both of them. Actually, I think my Viviana was max already, but it is what it is. But we're halfway there. We're at 60 attempts. So let's go ahead and we'll go to the certificate shop. We should have, oh, yep, we have enough. We'll get these. And we can go back and we can do a couple more pulls. Excuse me. Another set of 5s. And Luna Cub. 10 more. More 5s, and we get... Oh, Cross Serum. Okay. All right, we got 5 more.
Lancer Fang, Captain Reserve Up Team A1.
And this will put us in a good position so that when we hit that 8th day and we're able to get
Hi,
10 more,
Spot from
plus, you know, I
Operations
have
15A6.
annihilations and stuff over the
My
next
job is to
week, 2 weeks that we'll be able to get some more
Hi,
pulls
I'm
with.
Spot from
We'll be in
Operations
very, very prime
15A6.
position
My job is
to get here.
今ふと気づいたんだな。
Laos again, that's 3 of him.
君も魔物料理に興味があるのでは？
And last one,
My cousin
Beagle.
Beagle.
Okay,
I
so
know I didn't do very well on my
that's all right.
assessment, but
Like I
was
said,
doing my-
we're down now. 35 more attempts guarantee us getting her. So between completing the event as well as the annihilation stuff and so on, we'll definitely have her by the time this event is over. And that actually goes through March 24th. So we've got 2 weeks more anyways for that to complete it, which is cool. That's awesome. Be nice if we could get it before. But see, that's another thing they do is these cool, like, special crossover outfits and things as well, which are available. But that's one of those cases where if you don't get them and they don't rerun it, you're kind of SOL at that point. But there's some other stuff here, other new outfits which are really cool, and then some older ones as well. But Achievement Star, Cruise the Keen Glint, that one's really nice. Then we have Latesy, this one's really pretty. I like that creature there. And then, well, we're back to Marcio. I didn't mean to click on that. Well, I want to go to Irene. There it is. Now we've got Irene. Iberia Quest. Start. Continue. That one's really cool. I like that. But, all right. Let's check them all out. We've got Why is this one popping up for her? I'm not doing the simulation now. Let's see. We've got Hoderer. He's a first hire. Now we've got Chilchuk. DP recovery, fast redeploy. He is a Vanguard. So what do we got here? Has reduced redeployment time, can use ranged attacks. He's an agent. Keen senses unlocked at Elite 1. Lockpicks, stops attacking after skill ends, obtains 1 to 7 DP randomly. That's interesting. Okay. Leos, Cowardly Kensuke. When HP is above 75%, gains vigor effect of plus 25% attack. The first time a leader enemy appears on the field, Leos cannot attack for 15 seconds. Okay, he's a Dreadnought Guard, melee DPS and crowd control. Blocks 1 enemy. Dungeon Monster Expert. Okay. Lunacub will increase her potential. Cross Serum as well. Windflit. Okay, that's that. Wait, what am I missing here? Oh, I didn't do Leos's potential. Leos. Okay, cool. So like I said, over the next couple days, we'll get some more random and some other freebie stuff. We get this cool little icon, this avatar icon on the 5th day, and then on the 8th day, we'll have another 10 pull. So we'll definitely have this completed by the time the event is over. But let's go ahead and get started with the actual event itself. All right, so we have a whole bunch of stuff here. We have Senshi's Dungeon Diner, which obviously those are our clear things. So with each stage clear, you'll get these daily recipes, which will be spent in the shop. You clear DT-4 and you get Senshi himself. DT-5, you get a metal crab rug. DT-6, premium stove. DT-6 with a 3-star rating, you get a hanging kitchen cabinet. DT-7, warm kitchen flooring. DT-7 with 3-star, you get a feasting table. DT-8, metal crab dessert table. DT-8 with 3-star rating just gives you a module data block. And then, so there's 8 stages and then 8 EX stages. So that's not too crazy on what we got. We got this Ceobe's Flavorful Doodles, which is just a little fun looking, looks like Kay's little art. Doodles, extra yummy. I don't know if that's supposed to be recipes or whatever, but there's apparently 27 things to pick up, and you'll get, looks like a Originate Prime of some sort, just a single, probably. Rhodes Island Healthy Market, this is where you'll spend those daily recipes. Senshi's tokens, permits, furniture as always. And then there's a bunch of our typical things that come with those. So let's go ahead and go into Monster Gourmand, which is our beginning. Originium Slug Ranch, DT-1. Start. And we'll just go with our regular team. Laos, run! Fallon, that's the sister. Okay. I believe. I think that's the name. The moment she was swallowed whole by the red dragon, my sister Fallon teleported the rest of us out of the dungeon with her magic. So that's like the first episode. Our belongings and travel funds were all left behind. However, we had no choice but to venture into the dungeon again to rescue Fallon before she's digested. On our way, we tried eating the monsters we killed to feed ourselves. It's been tough, but thanks to that, we met new friends, solved all kinds of problems, and learned many new things about the dungeon. But just as we were venturing deeper, thinking all was going well, we seemed to have found ourselves in a new predicament. Oh, just a dream. You're finally awake, Laios. How are you feeling? Still dizzy? Not really, but now that you mention it, I am feeling a little hungry. Where are we? The sky, the sun, the woods, and... Looks like somewhere outside the dungeon, right? But no, it's not. None of us recognize this place at all. Not me, not Senshi, not even Chilchuk. And look, I've been getting no response at all. I've tried several times, but the spirits aren't responding to me. That's strange. Senshi, what are you doing? Been examining the soil here. Look, the soil's moist, deep in color, and starts to smell when you rub it in your palms, which means it's got a lot of organic matter packed in there. Meaning... Meaning it's just perfect for planting. Aye, just like the soil on the back of a golem. Who cares? Wow. Pipe down, Marcel. You spooked the birds. Well, I have good news and bad news. First, we've checked our surroundings, and we haven't come across any monsters. This place should be safe. What about the good news? That was the good news. So what's the bad news? The bad news is this place is huge, and nothing like any environment I'm familiar with. From a high vantage point, I could tell we're on the edge of a forest. I've never seen anywhere like this in the first 5 floors, and haven't heard about anything like it either. Which means... What the... Could it be that the dungeon has changed shape? Never seen any of those birds before. Strange. An area of the dungeon? Looks more like a whole different place to me. Could this be similar to being inside one of those paintings? Were we brought into another world? Does that mean we'll get to see monsters no one's ever seen before? And if we're lucky, to taste them too? Do you even realize what you're saying? Our top priority is saving Fallon, not wasting whatever our time is in the... Sorry, not wasting our time in whatever this place is. Got that mixed up there. For whatever reason, my eyes saw that in a different order. Anyways. And there's one other thing I should mention. I've tried several times now, but I'm only able to use simple magic here. That could be an issue. What's more? There's more? Something's off about the forest in this clearing here. As if something opened the soil up for planting things. I'm quite familiar with methods like that. You don't care about my magic getting weaker at all, do you? Come to think of it, I did spot some strange wooden hut outside the forest. Maybe there are people living there. Let's head there and ask around, see if we can learn anything. Don't change the subject. Strange wooden hut. Let's go check it out. Excuse me. Hey! That's funny. Wait, is this the middle of nowhere? Because that's the windmill from Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, never mind. We need to be more cautious. We know nothing about this place. Who knows what's inside? We might even encounter hostile demi-humans. I suggest you let me go first to... Hey! They just ran away. They're like, go for it! That's all you, Chilchuk. The hut's not big, but it's got plenty of fencing. The stakes are all planted firmly to the ground, too. Nice and steady. The part above the ground are obviously short. Most folks could climb over them, no problem. I guess they go deep, to keep animals inside from digging their way out. I'm also seeing some black rocks scattered all over. Some kind of marker, maybe? Hey, stop running around like that! What if it's dangerous? Kensuke? Kensuke reacts to monsters nearby. Does that mean... Huh? Kensuke, is that the name of the... That's the name of the sword, okay. I told you not to run around! Ah! moves! There's something squishy under the rock! Eek! Is this some kind of insect monster that uses rocks as its shell? So the shell is used for both protection and offense. Hey, don't just stand around and watch! Take care of it already! Its hard outer shell is more than enough protection for its abdomen. It covers the neck too, which usually has a lot of nerves. It wouldn't be easy to kill with just our weapons. Marcel, use your magic. Keep it as weak as you can. We don't want to harm the environment here. Don't worry, I can't cast anything stronger than this right now anyway. Humph. They're as weak as walking mushrooms. So it is a new type of monster. Are you all right, Marcel? How did its attacks feel? I'm fine, thanks for worrying about me. What a hard shell. You don't often see shells made of minerals. Well, what about the rest of it? Flips the originium slug around with his axe. What? What is it like? Stay back. Don't lay a finger on it when we don't even know the first thing about it. Critters that crawl on the ground usually live off decomposing organic matter, so they're likely to be full of bacteria and parasites. You could get infected just by touching it. That's true. Kensuke, we found the slug already. Is there something else? More. Oh no. Hold on. The rocks around us have all come to life. In that case, we'll just have to take them all down. How's this? Watch out. Seems like they come in all kinds. Some can spew some sort of fluid. Careful, it seems to be corrosive. Wow, they could spit corrosive fluids. You're excited about that right now? I don't think I could do much damage to these guys. They're all yours. Quick, we'll hide inside this hut. Big Bob? What? What the heck? Oh my god. Senshi, do you know this orc all decked out in armor? Well, the orcs I know tend to dress pretty lightly. He must be the owner of the hut. Should I ask? Ask what? Let's run for it. Senshi, put me down already. Is he chasing us? What is he anyway? Is he really an orc? You sure you don't need me to go and ask? Why are you people so curious about that? He was obviously hell-bent on slaughtering us with that strange massive blade. We definitely pissed him off. Yeah, probably with your explosion magic. Why don't you try apologizing? I'm not apologizing to an orc. And how are we supposed to chase off the rock slugs without magic? So this is a new place we've never been to. There are so many things to do here. For the last time, Senshi, I know how to run. Put me down already. Hey! I've never read anything about this in books either. This is so cool. Laios! Ah! Big Bob's got his chainsaw. Ah, we're already in part 1. Let's go. Already at the stage. Not bad. Originium Slug Ranch.
Let's go.
Basic slug. All right.
You saw nothing.
Let's go, Texas. Ooh-wee. What's going on here? Okay.
Draw swords. Don't leave bloodstains. They're hard to clear.
Whoa, wait a second. Whoa, that thing just walked through. Okay, we're gonna have to redo tactic here.
The curtain will cover your tracks.
That's a little odd. Just a little bit. Just a little strange. Let's redo that. Okay. This ought to jump us right back in at least. Originium Slug Wrench.
Never mind the use of force. Death has its own resting place.
Okay.
You saw nothing. Let's begin. It is your tyrannies that fuel this flame.
Okay. We got him that time. Oh, they're losing health.
call it positioning.
Toxins and traps are my tactics.
Okay. Ooh, I don't like how they run like that. I really don't. That's a little odd. Reed, go there.
Enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
Okay.
Got it. You can't
Ooh,
stop me.
orc chieftain. That's not an orc chieftain, it's Big Bob.
Thus I speak.
Roar. Oh, I am the
Well, it doesn't take much.
Waiting for your call. Here it is. The reverse.
Branch and bone bear weeds.
Okay.
Mounds and ruins.
We'll put Jessica up there. I think we're good though. Yeah, we're good.
Got it. Cut them to pieces.
We just gotta get that thing. I left Texas Ceobe out there, but didn't really need to.
In position. Be advised.
Yeah.
Target.
Random bullet. Let's go. Wasn't too bad after we got the initial strategy there. I still think something about this doesn't add up. Leos, is this really the time for that? Who knows when that orc will catch up to us? Don't you have even a little sense of danger? This is uncharted territory. Nothing we know about the dungeon is going to help us here. I didn't expect the slugs to have totally different habits and levels of aggressiveness just for having different shells. But why are they working with that creature as strong as that orc? Are the slugs really intelligent enough to be tamed? Shh! Pipe down! The orc is here! He's coming! What the? Why is he attacking the slugs? Are they not on the same side? Is he attacking everything around him indiscriminately? Hold on, I have an idea. What are you up to this time? Hi. What? Hi. I've had enough of this. If we're doing this, let's do it now. Marcel, wait. I'm not going to get myself killed here by some orc. Fallon is still waiting for me to save her. Huh? Huh? Kill? Why would I kill you? Do I look that scary? Cut the crap. Hey, watch out. And that's the last of them. It's always a pain when they start running around all over the place. I knew it. You're not a violent brute who attacks indiscriminately. You just wanted to take care of the slugs for us. What? Not so scary, orc. I love the name change. It's your first time here. No wonder. You see, I own this little ranch here, and I built these huts with my friends. Took us a whole lot of work to keep the originium slugs under control. You can call me Big Bob. You look like a bunch of wandering vagrants. The wastes are a dangerous place. You ought to rest up here. Excuse me? Vagrants? We're adventurers. Is there a difference? Of course there is. So they're called originium slugs. You're kidding me. You've never heard of originium slugs? Oh, we haven't introduced ourselves yet, have we? I'm Laios. This is Senshi, the newest member of the party. And this is Marcel, a mage. Excuse me. And this is Chilchuk, the locksmith. Now that I take a look, you're all dressed kind of funny. Are you actors from Rankwood? What's that? Never mind. Bet you wouldn't get it even if I explained. Anyway, most folks wouldn't know to stay away when they see so many slugs in one place. So why'd you come anyway? They thought you were intruders. So you raised these slugs here. That's incredible. This is nothing. There are plenty of those little guys here. Rather than making enemies of them and out in the wastes, I figure I tried putting them to use. They always get more active at this time of year. That's why I came to the hut. Didn't expect to find you folks waking all of them up and leading them away, though. So I had no other choice but to knock them all out one by one and drag them back in. Sorry about that. It's okay. So anyway, you mean they are raised on a farm and therefore edible? Huh? Are you crazy? Do I have to remind you that they were trying to kill us just now? And this isn't the time to learn about local cuisines. We do eat originium slugs, though. Really? They don't exactly look like something you'd want to eat. Maybe they have some kind of unique flavor, then. Not quite. Rather than flavor, it's more like... you should try them out yourselves. I'll whip up something for you. I can help. Huh? What? Eat what? These slugs? No. Hell no. I've cleaned the pot, Big Bob. I'd love to see how you cook the slugs. Great, thanks. First things first, the slugs we just caught can't be eaten right away. Gotta flip them over and keep them in the water for 5 days to starve them. Keeps their digestive tracts clean. What? You're saying we need to wait 5 days for this? Ha! You'd starve first. Luckily, I already prepared some earlier. Make sure you wear gloves. We'll boil them in water. That'll shrink the meat and make them easier to shell. Why can't you just pry it off as is? Because this way we can clean out all the mucus inside. Just blanch them in the boiling water briefly, then take them out. After that, we'll take the shell off and give the meat a rinse. See the mucus? Ugh, just like slimes. What's that? What? You haven't heard of slimes? Slimes, like the super common monsters on the upper levels of the dungeon. I keep, words are switching in my head for some reason. So once you remove the meat, you keep heating the shells in water. Hey, don't just ignore me. As for the meat, there's still lots of mucus right now. We'll just squeeze some lemons on it, then rub it hard with salt and flour and get all the mucus off. Remove all the organs, take off this membrane, and rinse it a total of 5 times. So we can't eat the organs or the membrane. He's drooling. There is a drooling PNG of Laios. Oh my god. Feel free to give it a try if you don't like waking up to see the sun tomorrow. If you don't feel like, oh. Hey, were you actually planning to eat this before you heard that? Such a delicate cleaning process. Even I am not familiar with many ingredients that need to be prepared like this. They're originium slugs. That makes them far more dangerous than most animals out there. There's no skipping this step. The ones I breed on my ranch may be raised in a controlled environment, but even they need to have their innards clean. If you run into any wild ones, don't even try to cook them. You could wash those slugs dozens of times and they still wouldn't be safe to eat. Looks like a huge pain. Can we pick up the pace, please? No, ingredients like these need to be handled carefully. After this step, we'll add some aromatic herbs to the water, just like those thorny branches and leaves over there, and boil the slug in it again. More boiling? What's the rush, long ears? That's how you get rid of the earthy scent and tenderize the meat. If you don't mind the smell, though, we could skip the aromatics. Please continue. Let's add as many chilies as we can. It'll be so spicy you'll feel like you could breathe fire. And then, more firewood. Keep those flames high. After that, we're pretty much done. We slice the meat, fry up a few more side ingredients, mix them up, and start stir-frying. As soon as the meat starts to curl, it's done. Any longer and it'll be too dry. Remember, as soon as the meat starts to curl. Whoops, skipped a step. We should have drizzled some originium slug beer onto the meat. No need for that. This is more than perfect as it is. Let's just dig in already. Then we can get back on the road. No need to waste more time on any extra steps. If you say so, not my problem. Well then, the stir-fried chili originium slug is done. Hey, Big Beard, what are you doing? Let me try something. These shells have been cleaned, right? Yeah. What is he up to? Who knows? We'll put the clean slug meat back into the shells, mince some garlic, and add a little butter, salt, and pepper. And of course, don't forget the missing step. Drizzle the meat in some Originium slug beer. Then add a bit of minced garlic at the shell's openings. And finally, put the shells back in the fire facing upward and roast them for a while. The flames lick the Originium slug shells and give out an intense wheat aroma. The oil sizzles as the warm scent of the garlic wafts towards the party. Then, there's a light, joyful sound. Crackle. It's ready! Now hurry and take them out. I've got pancakes ready too. Come on, let's eat. Oh my. That does look delicious. Bob's Farm Originium Slug Course. Hard tack with stir-fried chili Originium slug. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and reread that. That's just, it pops up just like in the show. That's cool. Delicious. Put the meat on the bread and bite into it with the chilies. Then take a sip of beer. Try it. Here, try the pancakes. I added some foul beast eggs. You'll love it, guaranteed. Is that colorful stuff on top crushed candies? It's sweet. Fine, I'll try it too. What's this? Originium slug antenna. Oh, so good. I like the chewy texture, but way too spicy. It's very different from Senshi's cooking, but still good. With the beer, the roast slug doesn't have that earthy taste at all, unlike the stir fry. I knew it. The result is always better when you don't cut corners. Rushing will do you no good. No matter how minor a step is, we must take it carefully. That's what's so fascinating about cooking. Marcel, how anxious you were made me realize this. Hey, I'm not the kind of person who throws caution to the wind when I'm anxious. I'm only so worried because none of you seem to be. It's like none of you even want to get back as soon as possible. This beer is awesome. It's got a different malty taste to it, unlike anything I've ever had. Well, that's good to hear. I was planning to bottle and sell it, so I brewed a couple of batches. Sounds like I'll be raking in the dough. Originium slug beer? Is it brewed with the slugs? How does that work? There are many ways. If you raise them in clean wheat husks from the moment they're born, the husks will stick to them and eventually they'll form shells that keep the smell. And if you mix those shells into your brew's hops, this beer is what you'll get. A few other places do it differently. Say, feeding the slugs hops and using their mucus in the brew. I'm sure it'd taste different, but I like my brews the best. The same goes for the pancakes you just had. Give those shiny little fellas some fruit, and their shells will end up sweet. I guess I can relax now that I know there's a market for my beer. All of this is so good. Anyway, I think Marcel's been so anxious because we kind of stumbled our way into this place by accident. To be frank, most of what you guys have said has gone right over my head. Never mind. I guess we'll have to look elsewhere for answers. Well, everyone gets homesick. I know that much at least. But I've never met anyone who knows as little as you guys. It's not safe traveling like that. Take these with you. Big Bog quickly packs up some prepared slug meat and beer and hands them over to Laios, along with the cookbook. With a book. Laios flips through the book and finds it filled with crooked, illegible letters. What's this? That's my Bob's Gourmet Guide. I wrote down everything I've seen and whether it's edible or not. Take it. You seem surprised by even the littlest things, so just follow what it says in the book. Don't starve or get yourselves food poisoning. Seems like this is right up Laios' alley. I can picture the expression on his face without even looking. All right. I also know this place that has a lot of eccentric people. I'm sure they'd be able to help you get home. I mean, they even got that red-eyed woman on a leash. If anyone can handle this, it's them. Really? What's that place called? Rhodes Island. They've been opening branch offices in even the most remote villages. You should be able to find them pretty easily. The red-eyed woman, that's funny. I believe he was referring to W, maybe? Red-eyed woman on a leash, that's... anyways. Okay, Rhodes Island, got it. What a strange name for an island. Does that mean we'll need to board a ship? If you do manage to find it, remember to say hello to Mudrock for me. Not a problem. All right then, I hope you'll find them soon. Thanks, big guy. What an interesting bunch. I sure hope they'll find that dungeon soon. Ahem, now back to work. Well, thank you, Big Bob. What happened to the rest of the food? Did they finish all of it? Oh, God. Burp. Cooked originium slug. Yummy.
Your face just now.
Well,
It seems the expression folds of a feather flock together is indeed true.
that was an interesting start. Gourmet guide. This is a tutorial. Okay. Let's do that real quick. Then we can move on to DT-TR-2.
まずは肉食の魔物の糞がないか確かめよう。
I'm all pumped up after that meal. How long have we been on the move? Slow down. What's the rush? Big Bob, what's the matter? I just remembered I left out an important outdoor cooking lesson. I'm sure you'd like more meals as filling as that last one, right? Love how they fall in. That last meal? I'm getting a little hungry just thinking about it. Senshi, what are we having for our next meal? I should learn how to cook the monsters around here. Then let's start with these originium slugs here. Huh? Traveling in the wastes will cause hungry adventurers to continuously lose HP, and they'll lose more and more HP over time. All you need is this big pot, and you can eat your fill of nearby ingredients. Defeat edible enemies, and their ingredients will be added into the pot. Heavier enemies will provide more ingredients. Okay. You can begin cooking once the pot is full. Ah, okay. I didn't see what he said. Ah, smells great. Now we can cook up our own originium slug feast too. A familiar aroma. Operators who have eaten will gain a slight attack increase and continuously recover HP, but the food inside the pot will deplete over time and eventually run out. Oh, I see, they are healing. You can defeat edible enemies to refill the pot. If the pot runs out of food, you'll have to go hungry again. Huh? I don't want to feel hungry again. Sometimes you might meet unusual enemies. For example, see that sleeping slug over there? I'll take a look. Where? Oh, there it is. Oh, my eyes! Oh my God! I remember that part in the anime. Sheesh, I'll handle it. Oh. What is his range? Well done. This is how you can obtain unusual ingredients, like the shiny berries, for example. They can be used in a number of ways. You could place them directly inside the pot to cook unusual meals and give everyone a special effect, or you can feed them to an individual operator to enjoy their own. Of course, you can also just place them on the floor for some unusual effect. This great land of ours is huge. What is edible and how to eat them is up to you guys to figure out. Use my Bob's Gourmet Guide as a starting point. If you run into anything new, make sure to note it down. And tell me all about it next time we catch up over some good eats. Okay, so add to that. What is his range? He is a vanguard with a ranged attack. That's interesting. I may have to actually get them ready and put them in my team.
魔力切れを起こすと危ないから戦略は慎重に考えて。
Ah, so he's a healing.
やるといいんだが。
That is epic. I love it. Okay. Okay. Like it. Sluggy long legs, originium slug, No, not this, Mr. Bob. Exploding sluggy. Shiny sluggy. Okay, originium slugs have legs too. Looks really meaty but shrinks when cooked, so you have to eat a ton of them to get full. Also a huge pain to eat. The kind of sluggy that's everywhere. Huge pain to cook. You've got to chop these bits off and those bits off, and all you have left is a tiny bit. First person to ever eat it must have been starving really bad. Not filling. Filling, not filling, okay. Super cool mister who can chainsaw stuff and make beer and keep tons of sluggies and cook. I wonder what's his real job. You've got to be really careful preparing this sluggy because it'll explode right under your nose. The rump's actually edible and it's spicy. Pretty shiny slug with shiny berries on its back. Shiny berries are super tasty, but shiny sluggies are scaredy slugs and run away if you touch them. Gotta be smart if you want to get the berries. Berries off the shiny sluggies. I worked really hard to get these. Add it to the pot to gain ingredients or allow the operators to enjoy it to obtain SP. Defeat a shiny sluggy before it escapes. A crawly fly trap while it's digesting a shiny sluggy, or a 1,000-berry crab while it's carrying shiny berries. Okay. There's 5 other things here. A really, really big pot. You put tons of ingredients in it and they turn into delicious stuff in a blink. Bubbling, bubbling. Okay then. Interesting. All right. Let's go ahead. Jungle detox stew. Oh, Marcel's mad. Come on. What are we doing? There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. Hurry up, Playos. Look at this mushroom. Even the dungeon's walking mushrooms don't grow this big. Wouldn't it be amazing to see a walking mushroom this size? Thoughts on having it for lunch later? Careful now. The gourmet guide says jungle mushrooms are basically all poisonous to some extent. For example, they might give you full body rashes, thicken your blood, or make you throw up nonstop until every organ is down on the floor. Okay then. I'd rather not think about what the guide's author must have been through to learn all that in such detail. The orcs only taught me how to identify dungeon mushrooms, so we'd best leave these alone. But there's some animals that eat them. Still no. If only 1 or 2 critters consider it edible, it means it's probably toxic to everything else. In other words, if we see lots of animals eating this, then it's likely to be edible for us too. Right. Low roar. What was that? Piercing buzzing. There's something flying towards us. Careful, everyone. Ah! Bright light. Explosions. Uh-oh. It knocks here and there. Ha! Now that was an impressive explosion. A good thing the test site was empty. Let me see. Chamber pressure, off the charts. Same goes for temperature readings and load capacity too. Seems like it'll need reinforcement to perform well. Next, final adjustments to the previous configuration. Loosen the belt, tighten the screws, and done. My newest masterpiece, the invincible cool thing, will be fully operational, as long as I don't run into another accident. Oh, I should get rid of all these explosives first. Safety first. Avoid open flames. Knocks here and there. That thing over there keeps blowing up. You all right, Marcel? I'm fine. Just a little dizzy. There's more. Careful. A golem, maybe a gargoyle. Taste my magic. Boom. Oh. High priest, you there? What was that? A crocodile? Or a beast man with a crocodile head? Huh? What's a beast man? He can speak too. Why wouldn't I be able to? Hey, you there, Durans. Did you crawl up from the underground? Durans? Is he talking about us? See any other short ones around here? Are you saying me and Chilchuck look like the same race to you? Don't you guys have half-foot here? What are you talking about? Is something wrong with you all? Right, have you seen our high priest here? High priest? Old guy, shorter than me, wears glasses. What's he doing in such a dangerous place? Dunno. He thinks in mysterious ways. Well, we haven't run into any old men. He also moves in mysterious ways. Guess I should just give up and get back to the tribe then, like all the times I went out and looked for him before. Goodbye, strange tourists. Wait, can I ask if you've heard of Rhodes Island? Lucky for you, but also unlucky, because I feel like I have, but also not. There's someone else in the tribe who I'm sure knows where this whatever island is, though. But that person happens to be... that high priest you're looking for. Bingo. How's this? Come back with me. We hardly ever find him when we go looking, but he always comes back sooner or later. Okay then. So basically, you guys were on an island with a huge dungeon and somehow ended up here. More or less. Do you know anything about it? What's an island? Huh? It's a landmass completely surrounded by sea. What's a sea? A large body of water? You mean a lake? You like to use strange words. Well, is it because we're inland right now and you haven't heard of? It's because your questions are so strange. I've never heard of a sea, an inland, or a marini village. Were you swept here from the other side of Terra by someone's tail or something? Terra? It's what we're standing on right now. Marcel tried to read the crocodile's man's face for any sign he was pranking her. Unfortunately, the only message she got from his eyes is, "Am I talking to a fool?" Oh, the look on her face. So in short, the one who calls the shots in this tribe of crocodiles, Arcasaria, is the high priest. The one Marcel blew up earlier was his mech. The invincible cool thing. But if we blew up his mech, would he still be willing to help us find Rhodes Island? It's fine. It would have exploded with or without you. Always manages to blow up somehow. The high priest is a friendly man. I'm sure he won't blame you if you just explain everything. He's also a righteous man. He wouldn't leave a group of lost visitors stranded. That's our high priest. Still, we should come up with a way to make amends. Don't worry about it. Wait, what's that good smell? Who's cooking today? The Duran with the huge beard. AKA Senshi. Terra, Aquala, living paintings, the dungeon. I can't wrap my head around it all. I can use magic here, so at the very least, some of the laws of reality are shared. Fallon, I bet I'd be as excited as Laos if you were here. I miss our days back at the academy. Back then. Wait, the berries that those little birds are eating. They look like that fruit Fallon offered me back then. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. She's tripping, isn't she? The color change. Oh great. Smells great. Are Durans good at cooking too? For the last time, I'm not a Duran. Never mind. Suit yourself. Quick, round everyone up to try out this bearded Duran's cooking. Right, you guys were looking for the high priest. Yeah, we want to ask him some questions. It's true he knows much, but it's hard to meet him. It's easy if he wants to see you, but impossible if he doesn't. Sounds like your classic sage type. So how do we get him to want to see us? Zuma must said that if we wanted the high priest to share his wisdom, we should make some noise to attract him. Zumama, that's, Eunectus? I think? Something like that. Nice. What a big feast count? Yeah, something like that. No objections here. Let's ask Marcel what she thinks. Speaking of which, where is she? She hasn't returned yet? Damn you, Red Dragon, give followed back to me. Oh, that part in the anime is great. She's all like conked out of her mind. Because of the cockatrice or whatever she was fighting. It was in like the first episode or the second, something like that. Jungle Detox Stew.
Let's go.
Okay.
Illusion and intimidation are my tactics too.
Oh, whoa, I forgot that thing. Extremely cowardly and will flee. It's alright.
Draw swords.
Let's hold off.
Got it.
Let's put Reed out.
Lives are mine to protect.
For them, the
Put
bell
Logos
tolls.
out. Okay.
Trash the mission briefing. I know what you want.
Okay.
Awaiting order. Shut up.
I'll be careful.
Oops. Didn't mean to put that there. Weird enough, but let's get some stuff regenerating here. Ah!
Where do you wish to go?
Get the High Priest!
Now,
Get him!
ignite.
Ceobe, the fairy of the other side.
Shut up.
Got him. He done.
Please give your orders past that.
Well, these aren't bad. I love the music.
The Revenant's battling a poor little guy. It's your unlucky day.
You. Let's give it the W. See what she does. Okay. Can we attack the thing when it, you know, if it's done chewing on Wishido? Boom! Bye-bye. My fin drying rack! My bed! Laios! Since when was Marcel this quick? I think she's seeing us as the Red Dragon now. Then what do we do? Let me try calling her. Marcel! It's me, Laios! No way! You're way too normal. Laios is the guy who'd intimidate a basilisk with just a strange pose. I mean, she's got a point. Fine. If there's no other way to prove who I am. Is he gonna do it? Laios, it really is you. That actually worked! Laios, the Red Dragon ate Fallon. We need to defeat it so we can revive her. Wait, why are you pointing at me? What part of me looks like a dragon? Ah! What's her problem? Is she stumbling around in a daze? Yes. Is she lashing out and babbling nonsense? Yes, yes. Foaming at the mouth? Yes, yes, yes. Then she's poisoned. Lucky for you, but also unlucky. The only one who knows how to make the antidote is the high priest. All we have are kibibi grass. that we use as a general cure for all poisonings, illness, or upset stomachs. You can try using them, but I can't guarantee it'll work. Then I'll calm Marcel down while you guys go look for something to attract the High Priest. How? Where? A sumptuous feast ought to draw him in. She must be hallucinating, and if we don't hurry, she's going to blow my house up. Cho-Chuck, go with the others. I'll handle it here. That noise, that just, wow, I love that part. Anyways, got it. We'll leave her to you. I can't believe of all things to cross over with Arknights, it's this. Phew, that should be enough fruit and fish. Thanks for guiding me, friend. But could I trouble you with one more thing? Fish? This is a fin. Oh, so that's what you call them here. Anyhow, I'd like you to return to the village first and boil me a pot of water. Water? Aye, I just thought of something. A regular meal probably wouldn't be impressive enough, so I plan to make a huge stew. On one hand, consider it a thank you for everything you've done for us, and on the other, didn't you say the High Priest likes lively feasts? If everyone gathers around the pot, it will certainly become lively. Oh, you want to make a nice pot of stew? Great, I'll head back and get it started. I have enough fruit and fish, but I still feel like something's missing. Oh, there he is. Odd. Heard a strange noise and came over, but there's nothing here. And my invincible cool thing exploded too. My luck has been terrible today. Fine. I'll just go home and sleep it off. I wouldn't be out here all on my own if I hadn't promised Sumama I'd look after the research projects. Plump and vibrant colors. A healthy bird. Check Bob's Gourmet Guide to see if it was edible. Foul beasts are creatures covered with feathers that can fly. Edible and delicious no matter how you cook them. This should make for the perfect main ingredient. Eye-catching, too. I'm sure the High Priest will love this. This is it. Oh no, Senshi, no! No! That's not an ingredient! That's the High Priest! Oh god. Why is there a Durin approaching me with a hungry look in his eyes? Hold on. Is he really a Durin even? Ha! I see. How interesting. Wait, it's been so long since I last played Dead. How do you do it? Oh no, you're just gonna make it worse. Squawk! I didn't mean to hit you that hard. Oh man. Oh no. Well, as long as it's dead. Cho-Chuck, have you gathered enough fruit? Let's head back. Oh my. Laios, I know you're Laios, but why do I keep thinking you look more like the dragon? Marcel, let's talk about Fallon instead. Yeah, she's my best friend, and listen to me. She's so happy that you're her brother, Laios. She really likes you and always talks about you. Everyone else considered her a terrible student, but I disagree. I learned so many things from her. I love her. But I was too weak, so she got eaten by the dragon. It's not just your fault, Marcel. She's my sister. Of course we're going to save her. I'll never give up. However, Laios cannot help but feel a little curious. It seems that everyone looks like a different red dragon to the poisoned Marcel at the moment. So how exactly does everyone look? Does Senshi look like a short and stout dragon? Is Cho-Chuck a tiny one? Should he go look for some of the same fruit to find out for himself? Oh, don't do it. Oh, man. Is he gonna be dumb and eat some too? How's Marcel? She just fell asleep. That said, it's how the body protects itself from the toxin, but it's still better to get the antidote sooner than later. Good. I'll get to the stew. I'll go get the stew started then. With this fatty bird I caught. I really hope this will attract the high priest. Anyway, we must hurry now. I'll prepare the bird. Help me with the prep work and it'll be done sooner. Check which way the wind is blowing, and build your fire downwind to avoid starting a forest fire. Wash the fruits, mushrooms, and potatoes, then cut them into bite-sized chunks and put them aside. Add some spices and kabibi grass to the pot. Bring it to a boil so the meat will absorb the flavor better. Then add the fruits and mushrooms for bringing out the umami taste. Cook a few minutes more and then add the meat and potatoes. Scale the fish, then slice open the belly and remove the organs. Wash the gills with running water or simply remove them with a knife. Make diagonal cuts on the fish, mix chili, pepper, salt, and lemon juice all together, then smear the mixture on the cuts. Skewer them on clean branches and place them right by the campfire. Don't forget to rotate them now and then to ensure they're evenly cooked. Now, let's check back on our bird. When the broth starts to thicken, add some salt and have a little taste test. Finally, simmer on low heat until that mouth-watering smell comes out. And it's done. A pot of stew for the high priest. How do you usually get his attention? Sing, dance, cheer, feast. Then he'll show up naturally. Alright, then let's dig in, everyone. The fruit and mushrooms enrich the flavor, along with the herb's unique aroma. A good stew. It smells so good. Sing, dance. The high priest won't come unless you get moving. Okay. You too, Chilchuck and Senshi. That's a funny animation for dancing. Is the high priest still not here yet? We'll have to use our ultimate method then, an earnest plea. High priest, delicious food awaits you, so please come. High priest, delicious food awaits you, so please come. Oh, he's just having a bath. Oh, he's drinking it with the ladle. Jungle Fatty Bird Banquet. Fatty bird and vegetable detox stew. Fin grilled on branches. Gulp. So warm. I haven't had such a pleasant bath in a long time. But there are too many strange ingredients in here. Sliced mushrooms and cute potatoes. Chili pepper and kabibi grass too, even. Ugh, it tastes weird. Is this a medicinal bath? Oh, it feels like my butt is being broiled. Reminds me of the heat inside the cockpit before the mech takes off. This really is quite pleasant. I'll just soak in it and all the exhaustion from the explosion will disappear. Oh my. Well, at least he's not dead, since she didn't chop him up. But the bird came back to life? It revived in the stew. Could it be... Oh, is it an undying monster? High Priest, what are you doing inside the pot? High Priest, this fat bird, he was here the whole time. Ew, so that broth was his bathwater. I just drank some. Oh, I wonder what the undying monster tastes like. Oh, God. Yes, I'm the High Priest, and during my bath I figured out what you all want from me. Seeing how your companion is poisoned, I will certainly not sit idly by. I don't remember mentioning that. Ahem, to cure your companion, the best method is to drink this medicinal bathwater. I bet even a crazy feral fowl would come to its senses after having a disgusting stew. Disgusting? If it's bad, I'm sure it's the main ingredient's fault. Since the High Priest has spoken, please have your companion try the blessed stew. What a strange taste, but it's nice and warm. It's so noisy. Great, the High Priest stew really worked. High Priest stew? Oh no. Marcille struggles to open her eyes. A monster that can speak and still alive. The monster is currently sipping the soup in the pot, which shares the same aroma as the bowl of stew before her. At the same time, Laios already has a spoon in hand and goes in for a quick scoop, sending it straight to his mouth. Marcel opens her mouth, but then she comes back to her senses and lets out a shriek. The face of monster! Ah! I don't want it! I'm sick of eating monsters! The stew's pretty good. You need your taste buds checked, my boy. High Priest? Shh, I know what you want to know. I already have the gist of what's happened. I see, but it's not the time yet. The time? For what? Oh, nothing. You're looking for Rhodes Island, yes? Yes, Rhodes Island. Can help you. Rhodes Island can help you. You're moving in the right direction. Just carry on as you have. Huh? He's gone. Again? He said we were heading in the right direction. Sounded to me like a whole bunch of nonsense. Because we're not even heading in any particular direction. So, Marcel, why did you just throw caution to the wind and eat that fruit? They looked like raspberries. Raspberries? When I first met Fallon, she offered me some. So when I found fruit here that looked exactly the same, I thought they were raspberries too, and there was a little bird eating them, so I took 2. Well, you can tell her what happened later. Yeah, and about all the trouble you caused while you had food poisoning. Enough of that. Let's continue our search for Rhodes Island.
Why must our world be in Felon's
Oh my. Well, interesting. So next is Golden Carrot, but let's wrap that for now. Let's see, we got a couple more Doodles. Shiny Sluggy, filling. Okay, so here's the new one. Crawly Fly Trap, like it, filling. This fly trap tried to bite me, so I ate it. No, not this, Jungle Warrior. We meet again, friends from the jungle. Now we're gonna see who can eat the most. No, not this, Jungle Javelineer. We meet again, friends from the jungle. Now we're gonna see who can throw the hardest. Maybe? Blue Guy, super filling. I think I met this guy in the pot somewhere. Oh, I remember, he's the High Priest. So she's like following them around and trying all the food too. That's funny. Let's go to Senshi's Dungeon Diner and claim what we have to so far for DT 1 and 2. But yeah, that's that.
Ciao, Doctor.
And that's it for the first part here. So we managed to complete the first stage, the first tutorial, and the second stage. We did some pulls in the headhunting banner for Marcel, and you guys saw what we got. We have Laios and Chilchuck now, but we still need to get Marcel. And then, of course, we need to get through stage 4, which will be in the next part. And we'll get Senshi from that. So I'm thinking next time we'll probably do 3, 4, 5, and then on to 6, 7, and 8 in a third part, and we'll take it from there. But pretty fun, interesting story so far. Just them kind of appearing in Terra and starting to make their way around. And now we've got this little, like, they're trying to understand things and they're trying to make their way around. And now they're trying to find Rhodes Island. They ran into Big Bob at first. And then, of course, they get through the village for the Oshawasaurs, or however you say it. And they are, they met the High Priest, and now they're continuing on their way. But it seems like Ceobe's following them. She had, we saw her silhouette there at the beginning, and we've got this little thing with the Doodles that seems to fill in after each stage, and she's giving little updates on things and what she likes to eat, what you don't want to eat, those kind of things. So very interesting, very neat. But I'm liking it so far. And again, I only watched like the first 2 episodes, I think, of Delicious in Dungeon. So I think I'm going to go and watch a few more before we continue, just so that I get a little bit more understanding of some of the things going on. But the facial expressions and things are perfect. I'm like trying to get close to the dub voices while I'm trying to narrate this, just because those are what I remember right now. But it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Interesting stage concept as well with the whole cooking thing. I haven't quite, I can't quite compare it to anything off the top of my head, but it's definitely a lot of fun. So with that said, though, we'll definitely be continuing. We'll have 2 more parts at least to the main story, the main theme, and then we'll probably do a 4th episode, which will do all the EX stages in. But that's it for this one, guys. Now, as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out of your day to hang out here on the channel, to watch the videos, and to be part of my content, and to be part of my little community here. So please make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, because it's going to help me to grow and continue to bring more cool Arknights content and other stuff now that we're doing as well. And let me know in the comments, who is your favorite, if you've watched Delicious in Dungeon, who's your favorite character so far off of the series? So if you've watched, or even if you read the manga, or whatever the case is, just let me know who your favorite character is in the comments. If not, then tell me something fun about you. We'll do that. With that being said, that's it for this one, and I will see you guys next time.